Well, hey guys, what is up? What is going on out there? Today it's Brent Abel here, webtennis.com, with another short message for you today. We're to talk about some mental toughness stuff, primarily if you lose the point. Really, here's the best way to do it. And let's see. I really am going to start to use this time, afternoons out here in California, Southern California desert, 2:30 in the afternoon, where I really want to kind of work on mental toughness stuff, mental training, mental skill sets, whatever we want to term it. But I want to go through on a daily basis, just letting you know what's really worked for me over the last 18 months. And prior to that, way prior to that, I was probably the poster boy for what you exactly don't want to do mentally in terms of any kind of mental toughness or any kind of mental strength that you want to be able to bring to bear during a match. And so we're to go through that, and I'm hoping to do this on a daily basis. It may not be every day, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I really want to focus on the mental skills required for being a competitive tennis player. And look, I'll be upfront with you. I used to drill and drill and drill, and I thought I could just outwork everybody in the gym. I think I kind of did. I think I outworked everybody on the court in terms of practice, in terms of drilling, in terms of practice matches, and all this kind of stuff. And I was decent. My age group, I was decent. I was probably always considered like an A- guy in that age group every year. But there were some guys that I just really didn't have the belief when I was playing them close that I could really get the W against them. And I don't know what got into me a year and a half ago, but I just decided, well, what's the missing piece possibly here? Do you want to drill harder? Do you want to do more stuff in the gym? And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I think I'm doing enough. What's the missing piece? And the missing piece I'd probably been in denial for forever about, well, maybe you should do some mindset training, right? Some ways of thinking differently than the way that you do on the court. Maybe some different messaging that you give yourself, whether it's on the practice court, whether it's during the matches, whether it's on a daily basis when you're off court. Maybe there's some messaging that you can give yourself that you're not doing. And once I started doing that a year and a half ago, really, really good things happen, right? For me, 2023, won 3 out of the 4 USA National Gold Ball Singles, 3 out of the 4 National USA Gold Ball Doubles, won the World Doubles title in Mallorca, Spain in October, and currently ranked 1 in the U.S. in my age group, singles and doubles, and 1 in the world in doubles. So all of that happened not because I upped getting better with technique, not because I got any fitter. I was already there. It was all because of mindset training. And I would say one of the things that I've really kind of come to believe is that, when we lose a point, when you lose a point, there's actually a good way to respond to it. There's actually a lousy way to respond to it. And of course, the lousy way is just losing your cool, is kind of getting yourself in that emotional roller coaster where you lose a point and you just lose your cool, right? You lose your temper or whatever. You berate yourself, whether it's not outwardly, but you're very, very critical of yourself. And that does nothing to help you get clarity as to how to start the next point. And worse, if you are getting outwardly upset, man, I just love it when I play someone who's just showing a little bit of anger, a little bit of temper, whatever. It gives me a little boost of confidence. You don't want to do that. You don't want to help that player any more than what's already happening out there. So here's what I've learned over the years about if I lose a point, I think there's a good way to do it. And one of the ways, like especially in doubles, is if I want to make sure that if I'm poaching or that if my partner is poaching and we lose the point, I don't want to lose it because we just softly placed it back, kept them in the point, and eventually the point developed to a place where we just lost it. I'd rather go over there, assuming it's not crazy, not a true put away opportunity, but just go for it. Just go for it. And if you miss it, okay, at least you went for it. That's the way to lose the point. And I just always tell my partner, hey, if you cross and you got a juicy opportunity, go for it. If you miss it, great. You're not going to miss it all the time. That's fine. In singles, for me, it's much more about court positioning. If I lose the point, I want to be either inside the baseline trying to move forward, or I want to be up on the service line or inside, forcing that opponent to have to pass me. And if they pass me once or twice, that's okay. I think they're getting the idea. There's some residual effect that I'm going to keep coming in. If I can, you keep playing me a short ball, I'm coming in. Okay, I get it. You're going to pass me once in a while, but I just don't think you can do that over and over and over again. So what's the point? You got to figure out what's a good way because we're going to lose points, right? We're never ever going, unless we're playing someone who can barely walk out there. We're never going to, I mean, it's hard to beat anybody 6-0, 6-0, right? So we're going to lose points. And if you lose a point, well, is there a message you might be able to send over there to that opponent? For me, it's about core positioning. I'm coming in, right? I want to make sure that they get that message that they're going to have to continue to have to pass. And you can make a lot of top players really become human by not being upset because they pass you once or twice, maybe even a row, but you're still coming in. So there you have it. Look, short little message today. What else I've got for you too is the reality. And if you're brand new with me, look, one of the things that I have developed over the years is a between points routine. And the reason I did that is because the 80-20 reality, which says that, you know what, 80% of the match is spent between points. It's not spent during points. 20% of the match when you're on the court is playing actual points. So if you manage the 80% of the time, which is spent between points or on side changes, you manage that really well. You know what happens is you get real clarity about how you want to start the next point. You get some real non-emotional clarity of how you want to start the next point. And that has a residual effect. It carries over into the point itself in terms of clarity. Well, what is clarity? Clarity is shot choice and where do you want to move to next on the court. What I've got for you is a free course. It's about a 20-minute video. It is free. It's private. All you got to do is drop in a first name and email address and you'll get access to it. It's over at webtennis.com and you'll get immediate access to it. And really what it goes through is I teach you my 4 parts between points routine that it's all simple stuff. I mean, anyone can do this, but when you do it, when you discipline yourself to be able to do it, it really works great. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Odd, but I find I get fewer balls at my feet on your second serve. Okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's good. Not quite sure what that means. Maybe it's after your second serve. But anyway, maybe you can clarify that for me a little bit. Good. So anyway, yeah, if you want to really get some clarity on shot choice and what would be the right way to start the next point, go over to webtennis.com, drop in a first name, email address, and you will get access. You will get access to that free between points routine. You get in further. Yeah, of course you do, right? Second serves, great. You get in closer because you're getting a little nanosecond more time between the first and second serves to move in and force that returner to have to play a tougher shot. There's no question. That's good. That's good. I'll love to see it. And that is another way in terms of if you lose the point, and sure, you're going to lose some points if you play some serve and volley on a second serve. That's fine. You're going to lose some. But over the course of the match, if you look at the big picture, you're going to do fine. You're going to do well. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put this into the chat. And so it should end up being a hyperlink that will take you over to webtennis.com. Guys, any questions, you can always hit me up. Email right there, brent@webtennis.com. Always happy to respond to your emails. And of course, down below in the comments area, let me know what's on your mind. You got a question, maybe feedback, remark, whatever it is. I love to pick at those and go ahead and respond. So guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed this little short message, got something out of it. Been helpful. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there, help someone else have a great day, guys. See you again next time.